Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come in and run my mouth and talk about Belle Collective before we get into the episode. So, Selena. Selena has a YouTube channel. For the life in me, I cannot understand why JJ was so upset. Like, I do remember the whole fight that happened between So Gucci and Selena. We'll kind of tap on that when we get into the review. Um, but when they came back, it just felt like JJ don't want no parts of Selena. He don't want to be around her. I was just like, it's just not. I get that a physical altercation happened, but I just felt like something had to have happened because it just wasn't adding up to me. And so some of the cousins were telling me, girl, Selena did a YouTube video, and basically she accused JJ of X, Y, and Z. And so the other night I was like, let me try to go find her YouTube page. So I found her YouTube page. It wasn't really hard to find, but went to her Instagram page. I think the link is on her Instagram page. And I was like, oh, here, it was 2 videos. Now I will say I didn't watch this. I have not watched the second one yet. Um, I'll watch the second one and then we can talk about that in the next video. But so I'm just going to talk about the first video. It was only like almost 30 minutes. I was like, oh, this is only 30 minutes, girl. I could, I was in the bed surfing on the internet. I was like, I can just listen to it while I'm, just on the internet. And so now I have a clearer understanding of why JJ ain't fooling with Selena, because Selena is shaking the table. Basically, what Selena said, now it makes sense. I be having to hear stuff with my own ears sometimes, okay? Selena said she alleges that JJ, I didn't write down a whole bunch of notes. She accused JJ of cheating, of physical abuse, mental abuse, and she said he was a serial cheater. I said, oh, girl. The person who we see on TV is not the JJ when the cameras go down. Another thing I wanted to get into, y'all, I did not know that Selena had a grown son. Let me just say this about Selena. I remember Selena from Dancing Dolls. That's how I met Selena. Through, I didn't know Selena out. Like, basically, it was a show called Dancing Dolls, and Selena was one of the cast members. I remember Selena just being like upbeat. I remember I always think Selena was bad. I used to always think Selena's still bad, quiet as it's kept. But I used to always think, well, Selena is bad. You know what I'm saying? But I used to always remember, I just remember her always being happy and upbeat and cheerful, and you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, Selena had a son, and I heard her say, my son passed away, my son died. I was thinking in my head that, oh, maybe she got pregnant and had a miscarriage. Maybe she, got pregnant, had the baby, and the baby died right after birth. I did not know Selena had a grown son. And I think, I'm nosy. I went to Google, and I think the only thing I could find was that he had a child, and I think he was in somebody's backyard, and they found him dead in the backyard. That's the only thing I found. So yeah, Selena had an older son. Yes. Um, so that was new to my ears. Um, but yeah, back to JJ and what the issue is. Basically, Selena did a video, and I guess with Selena doing the video, that's why JJ really don't want to be around Selena. I don't even think it's necessarily about the fight. You know what I'm saying? But that happened between Selena and So Gucci. I think it's more so that I'm sure that caused some tension, but I think it was more so what Selena said down to YouTube. Um, she said she's pretty much protected JJ because he's the father of her kids. I mean, if we're gonna be honest about it, a lot of women do. A lot of women will continue to protect the man who they have kids with. And then, especially when you start to pull in the, oh, I don't want to send another black man to jail. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. It happens. She also kind of tapped into like Dee Dee saying once upon a time that she wishes that Selena was her mother. We got to talk about So Gucci and her daughter's relationship. Oh, girl. Um, she talked about the girls can't really express themselves to JJ without JJ thinking that the daughters are against him. And one of the most trifling things she said was JJ allegedly has taught or teaches his daughter's boyfriends on how to cheat. And if you cheat, you go out of the country and do it. Oh, I hope that's not true. Um, and then she kind of tapped on about her having a stroke after her grandmother passed. I remember a lot of people saying that JJ had to take care of the kids or he raised the kids, but it was more so. And I do remember people saying Selena had a stroke. Um, but it wasn't just like she was just this, just this ain't shit mama. It was because she had a stroke. You know what I'm saying? And so she wasn't able to care for her kids. So yeah, but yeah, so that's basically what it is, y'all. Um, Selena came down to the YouTube, and girl, I think that's basically really why JJ is upset because, I mean, she accused him of knocking her head between a washer and a dryer, and she accused him of being a serial cheater. Oh, and then she said at one point she wasn't even allowed to have a cell phone, girl. And that he had one. He tried to make it seem as though they didn't need cell phones, but he actually had one that he would hide from her. Now, this is all alleged. I wasn't there, so I don't know. Okay, but this is what she said. So yeah, that's the issue. That's what I feel is the main issue between them is that Selena came down to these YouTube streets and girl sung like a bird. Okay. Anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get into the review. Okay, so this is the thing. Sophia and Selena, they're out. It starts off where it picked off. I mean, it starts off where it left off. So Gucci and Selena are outside having a conversation. Listen, the fight was both of their faults. That's what I'm gonna say. Y'all have been around each other for 20 years and y'all have not gotten into one physical altercation. Now, all of a sudden, we're down to this show. The cameras are up. I believe, this is what I believe. I believe that So Gucci is threatened by Selena's presence on the show. I believe that So Gucci does not want Selena on the show. Because this is my show. You're not coming onto my show, right? Even though So Gucci hasn't been there since season one, but she does not want, this is what I think. So she does not want Selena on that show. So I think, and I also think that Selena wanted to be back on reality TV. I think Selena was approached. I think she said in her video, the YouTube video, I think Selena was approached, or Latrice was trying to get her on season one, but I think that was around the time her son passed away and she wasn't mentally prepared. But I think that Selena wanted to be back on reality TV. So I think that when you have this person who wants to be back on reality TV, and then this other person who doesn't want you on the show, and now we have these cameras up, I just think that it was just, I just think both of them have some blame in it. I really do. Because there's no way that anyone's going to get me to understand why all of a sudden y'all thumping. Girl, now all of a sudden, girl, y'all trying to knock each other head between a washer and a dryer when y'all ain't never got into a fight before today. And now we just happen to be shooting a reality TV show, and we know how the girls can get sometimes in front of the camera girl when they turn it up a little notch. But girl, I don't. And now y'all fighting. um, I put So Gucci. I put So Gucci might be full of shit. When I was watching So Gucci and Selena talk, it felt like anytime Selena made a point or could have been telling the truth, So Gucci didn't want to acknowledge it. Go back and watch it. It did appear. It appeared that way to me. And I was like, girl, Selena might be telling the truth about some of the stuff she's saying because every time Selena makes a point, so Gucci wants to either go to another part of the conversation or, I'm not going backwards. Selena started to cry. I'm hurt. When I tell you Selena, girl, it's no shade, girl. Selena was giving me BET plus girl actress girl nominee. Girl, once I ain't seen not one tear fall down her face. It took about 5 minutes for them tears to start falling. I say, Selena, girl, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I'm so hurt. I'm hurt. I said, girl, they not coming, sister. Girl, they not falling. Girl, they not falling. Rolling down, things rolling down. Girl, they not rolling down your face. Then they eventually started to roll down. I said, okay, there they go. Okay. Then the tears started to finally come. But it took some blinking. I think something probably flew in her eyeball. Anyways, so Selena also mentions that the girls can't have a relationship with their father unless they have one with you first. That's another thing that So Gucci I felt like kind of skipped over. I believe it. I think it's been said this season. Listen, I know that's his wife, and I know, especially for some people, your wife comes before everybody, your husband comes before definitely everybody, right? His children are grown. They're not little girls, right? They're grown women, have families of their own. But I just think it's a tad bit trifling that JJ, I think that a part of the reason why JJ doesn't want to also fool with the girls is because the girls have chosen their mother's side over So Gucci's. Or they maybe have said, some things here or there about, I don't know, it's just JJ just look a tad bit trifling to me. Um, but at the end, they end up making up, or they end up hugging it out. I do feel like So Gucci kind of did that. I feel like So Gucci made it with Selena just for TV, and I feel like also So Gucci is in a hard place too, because a part of me really does believe So Gucci wants to move forward with Selena. I think that JJ is the one holding it back. Now I do believe that when it comes to So Gucci. I believe that So Gucci does want to move forward with Selena, but then when she talks with JJ, he puts a stop to it. Let me just give her a hug for TV. Do I really mean? Did she really mean the hug? The daughters think that she probably just did it because, but she really didn't mean it. Did she mean it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I do believe that So Gucci, a part of her does want to move forward, and JJ is the one that's holding her back from moving forward. Um, Marie cooks Latrice a burger. Let me just say something. I feel like this was a breakthrough. That burger did let me tell a girl something. It ain't nothing like a homemade burger. Now Latrice, it looked like she just had some. I mean, she didn't even dress it up. It looked like Latrice just had some bread and a piece of bread and a piece of meat. I said, girl, you ain't gonna put a little slice of cheese on it, a little bacon, lettuce, tomatoes, toast a bun, put a little mustard. Yes, you can put a little light mayo at the bottom. I ain't too big on mayo, But then you're gonna dress it up. You're just gonna just throw it between a piece of bread and just God said I said Latrice must have been hungry. Um, but Marie cooked Latrice a burger. They kind of talked a little bit. Like I said, it was a breakthrough. Um, they think that social media, which I do believe social media plays a big part in a lot of these reality stars. They think that social media plays a part in how the girls start to move. Once they start to read the comments, right? Girl, once they start to watch the YouTube videos, once they read the comments in the YouTube videos, the girls start feeling a certain way. Um, Latrice still doesn't really trust Marie. Marie had a party at the end of the episode. She didn't invite Latrice. I'll say this much, girl. If going into next season, either y'all gonna have to tell Latrice and Marie that girl they're gonna have to fake it till they make it. Just be cordial around each other. But I don't want to. I don't want to continue to see no Marie versus Latrice beef. I don't. It gets tiring, just like it got tiring with Kenya and Portia, Giselle and Karen, Ashley and Candace. It's cute for a couple of seasons, but after that, it's kind of like, girl, y'all still beefing. girl, y'all still mad at each other, girl. Um, Girl, when the guys came home, did y'all see when they said Latrice that Marie made Latrice a burger and Cliff went like this? Girl, a burger. Um, Willie tells Akeisha that he feels like he's the new villain. He know them niggas don't like him, or especially Cliff and Glendale. He know they don't like him. JJ really feels like the only responsibility he has, and I agree. I mean, he don't have to fool with Selena. He don't. But the where the problem comes in is Selena is a part of the show, so it is what it is, you know. But he only has to deal. He said his focus is basically having a relationship. Did he say his focus was his having a relationship with his daughter's kids? But I think that's going to be difficult because if you're not fooling with the daughters, I mean, I don't think that the daughters would keep their kids away from JJ. I don't think that. But I was just like, I mean, and then like the one of the daughters did come to Dee Dee's. What's her name? Dee Dee or Dee? One of the daughters did go to Dee's birthday party. Dee's daughter's birthday party. One of excuse me, one of JJ and Selena's daughters went, and she brought her daughter. So I guess maybe they might just be on some girl when I come around. Hey, daddy, how you doing? Hey, baby, how you doing? Right, and then she could probably just drop her child off and then leave. I could see that being their relationship. I could, where it's just like we speak when we see each other, and then you drop my grandbaby off, and then you come pick my grandbaby up, and then I hug you. I'm like, all right, I'll see you later, and then that'd be the end of it. That's a mess. But I could see that being the relationship. Um, so Essie is doing okay. She wants to make sure Marie is okay. You know what I realize, and it could come across as a tad bit selfish in a way that like when our loved ones are sick, sometimes they're more concerned about how we're doing. Like, girl, you probably dying, you know what I'm saying? And you more concerned about how so and so is doing, you know? So it sounds like one of you did say this in the comment section last week. I think Marie did send her stuff. I think what the problem was that they were supposed to set Marie's stuff up for her. So I think Marie did send it because I was like, did Marie send her stuff or not? But I think Marie did send her stuff for they were advertising their businesses in the back room. So I think Marie did send her stuff, but it just didn't get put up. Letitia stops by and she was letting Marie know that she went to the doctor and basically they were just smashing on my titty, just smashing and smashing and smashing and smashing. Um, but she says basically everything looks like it's okay. So I don't think that she has breast cancer, which is a good thing, of course. Um, Selena and her daughters are starting an online boutique. Again, the daughters don't think the daughters are questioning whether the moment between So Gucci and Selena was genuine. They don't know. They feel like So Gucci might be up to just kind of putting on for the cameras, like, girl, let me just pretend that I'm moving on. But really and truly, I really don't care. Um, D and So Gucci go for a walk. Girl. I don't know what type of mother So Gucci was, but I think I remember them saying that So Gucci kind of put JJ above everybody. So Gucci wanted a man. It sounds like So Gucci could have been an ain't shit mama. Again, I don't know. But one plus one is equaling two. And so now we have D, which is So Gucci's daughter, telling her, even at this current time, that my brother and I feel that we don't like you lack giving us support. And I don't think I would have been at that bridge if I had support. But that's a big statement for somebody to make, especially your child. If your child is telling you, and the way that you were introduced to us was that you kind of put JJ before your kids, and you was over there basically taking care of helping JJ take care of his daughters, but then you also neglected your kids. And fast forward, now your daughter is a grown ass woman with a child of her own, and she's still singing pretty much the same song. And she even thought about unaliving herself by jumping off of a bridge. And she says that her and her brother think that you both lack giving them support. And if I would have had support, then I probably wouldn't have been at that bridge. So Gucci girl, you gonna have to. You see what I'm saying? So I think So Gucci realizes now that, girl, I can't be concerned about what, and I'm with So Gucci on this one. Girl, you cannot be concerned about JJ and Sonya and Sunday and Star and girl, what's some kids' name? Girl, Selena Bitty Bitty Bum Bum. I don't know them kids' names. What's this? Sanjay, girl, Sunday, girl, Saturday. I don't know, girl. But I think she realizes I can't really be concerned about JJ in the relationship that he has with his kids, because, girl, I have to worry about my own daughter, and that's just the truth. I I just would feel horrible as a parent if my kid pretty much said that I was an ancient mama, and then fast forward 20 years, they're still having the same issue, and your daughter almost jumped off a bridge, and she felt like it was, if she would have been receiving the support from you, then maybe she wouldn't have been there. Now we don't know what D. I don't know what D was going through. D could have been going through postpartum. Girl, we also know, I think she broke up with her baby daddy. So there was a lot, right? So I don't think it's fair to put it all on So Gucci. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but you should have been there with D. I don't know. I don't want to talk out of turn, because now I don't want to talk out of turn. You should have just been there to support your daughter, even through postpartum. And that's what she said. We lack receiving support from you. And she said that about her and her brother. Anyways, um, I think D also said that you pretty much can be there for JJ. Pretty much you there for JJ. You're not there for your kids, basically. Latrice wants to do 2 parties in one day. No, it's girl. She wants to throw. She wants to do. I guess she wants to throw a party at Goddess Lentz, and then she also wants to do like a soft opening for Taste, and also they're throwing JJ a party. That's a lot. So I guess she wants the who's who, the celebrities. Girl, the who's. There's no shade. Y'all got celebrities in Jackson. She wants to who? Oh, the Bell Collector. Those are celebrities. Okay, so she wants the who's who and the celebrities, right? So I guess she's gonna have the regular people. It's gonna be open to the public for Goddess Lentz, but then they're gonna walk over. So I guess it's walking distance. Then they're gonna walk over to Taste. So girl, y'all just gonna leave the people at the party? So y'all just gonna be walking out, and people gonna be wondering where. Because my thing is the celebrity clientele. That would be the draw for the people to come out. They're already probably gonna come out because you're shooting the show, and then if the celebrities are there, that'll be the draw. If I came there because I just want to be around the celebrities, and I see all the celebrities leaving, then girl, where y'all going? You see what I'm saying? Like, where they going? Is the party over? Are they leaving us? Like, I don't know how that will work. But anyways, um, so Gucci throws an event, a health and happiness event. It was a good turnout. JJ feels a way about Letitia inviting Selena. Again, girl, it's a sticky situation because girl, we can't pretend they're not shooting the show. At this point, like it's one of those things where it's like at some point y'all just have to realize Selena gonna be around because Selena is clearly a part of the show. But then it's also in the next breath, it's like, Letitia, you are being messy because instead of it would make more sense because Latrice was the one who kind of introduced Selena to us this season as like one of the cast members, right? Am I wrong on that? Because I think she brought her to Willie's birthday party. The fish fry. Ooh, girl, fish sound good. That's what I want. Girl, fried catfish sandwich. Ooh. Ooh, I gotta taste for some fish now. That sounds so good. Anyways, um, what was I saying? Girl, I got distracted. Girl, I started thinking about it. Girl, I started thinking about that fish fry, and I was like, I know that fish is probably good. And now I started having a taste for fish. Oh, wait. Okay, girl, I lost my train of thought, girl. Sorry. Oh, anyways, so JJ basically was questioning. He mentioned to Selena, everybody sitting around. He mentioned to Letitia about um, Selena being around, and Letitia basically said, "Listen, I told y'all who was going to be invited. If they come, if they come. If they don't, they don't." Letitia, you slightly being messy, right? So I guess JJ feels like you could have at least given us a heads up. Later in the episode, Glenn, I guess after he thought about it, he wanted to go approach Cliff. I'm not Cliff. He wanted to approach JJ because I guess he felt that JJ was being disrespectful towards Letitia. Girl, at this point, I know this is just for show because ain't no way y'all all sit there as grown ass people. JJ asked Letitia a question. Girl, we all grown. JJ was not being disrespectful. Hello? That's one. JJ was not being disrespectful to Letitia. If you thought that JJ was being disrespectful, you had to go home and sleep on it. You should have said something right then and there. But you know that JJ wasn't being disrespectful. He wanted to know an answer to a question he had. He went directly to Letitia. Glenn says that if you have a problem with basically telling JJ if you have a problem with the invite list, just come to me. Why the fuck do I need to come to you about some shit that you don't even run? This is Letitia's brunch. Letitia's name and face is on a goddamn poster. Your name ain't. I don't need to come to you about an invite list. This ain't your shit. So I went to the person in charge. The person in charge is your wife. Girl, that's what I'm going to. And again, JJ wasn't disrespectful in the way that he approached Letitia. I guess Letitia felt some type of way because maybe she felt that JJ was basically low-key calling her messy. I mean, you are. And it's okay. Anyways, Marie has a graduation party. She is a doctor now, Dr. Marie Monroe. She received her doctorate from Oklahoma State University. Tamara was there. Tamara got up and said a few words. I said, "Girl, they must." Girl, I guess Tamara just wants some screen time, because ain't no way, Tamara, you just got up at that party and gave some kind words to Marie. But I guess, girl, at the end of the day, girl, when it's time to move on, and that's the thing with these shows, right? Even when the girls feel they've been wronged by another girl, like that's the whole point of the show. It's kind of like conflict resolution, and we have to kind of move on. So even with Tamra getting up at Marie's party and having, giving some words, it's kind of like, girl, I guess it's just the reality TV thing to do. Because in real life, I don't think Tamra would have got up and said. I don't even think Tamra would have been there. Okay. Um, yeah, and that was pretty much it. And that's when Cliff walks up to that's when Glenn walks up to JJ and he wants to have a word with him about what he said the other day to Letitia. And Cliff and Glenn and JJ told him that I don't feel like talking about Cliff X. I said, bitch, I always forget. I don't know why I be forgetting that Selena and Cliff, girl, used to fuck. I don't know how that always slips my mind. That always slips my mind. That Selena and Cliff used to mess around. Or either they messed around one time or used to mess around. Okay. But I forgot all about that. So when he said that, he was like, I don't feel like talking about Cliff X. I'm like, who is Cliff X? And I was like, oh, Selena, I forgot. Anyway, so yeah, girl, that's it, girl. Ain't no beef between Glenn and JJ. He ain't got no problem with JJ. He just it was just something to do for TV. That's what I feel like they went home. Letitia probably told Glenn, oh girl, how about you go approach Glenn tomorrow? JJ tomorrow about him talking to me, and we can make that a scene. I really feel like that's what it was. I don't think that Glenn gives a damn about what JJ said to Letitia. Um, but it is what it is, girl. It's TV. It's TV. That's what we at. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all.